Sagittarius placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is going to be your love message. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles, genders, and place yourself where you fit in the story, okay? So let's see what Sagittarius placements most importantly need to know right now for love. Past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. So, and I got this for Cancer's reading yesterday, a reading I did for Cancer. You can have Cancer placements in your chart, or you could be dealing with somebody that does. I feel like somebody's repeating a lesson. Like somebody keeps repeating a lesson either with a particular person, or they get into new connections and they just the same outcomes, the same experiences, things of that nature. Hey, Joshua. What else? For Sag and love, what else? Yeah, confessions, unveiling, coming clean, messages. Somebody may confess something to you, Sag, or you could be the ones confessing something. Or you may find out something in somebody's messages, or somebody can want to come clean, or this is you. What else? One more. Yeah, spying. Somebody could be spying on somebody, trying to get information. That came out for Taurus. So you or somebody can have Taurus in their chart. One more. One more for Sag. And rejection. Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. And longing, obsession, pride, finality. I feel like somebody's too prideful to admit that they miss someone here. Longing, craving, aching, wanting, obsession, infatuation, adoration, addiction, pride, arrogance, ego, stubborn, finality, farewells, leave behind, and closure. So let's see. What's past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Yeah, Ace of Wands. I feel like, yeah, Eight of Cups in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, the Hermit upright. Two of Cups in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse. I feel like somebody gets into like very lustful connections. Virgo, Cancer energy you can have in your chart. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Jupiter and Pisces, the Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy. I feel like somebody gets into very sexual or very lusty connections, or they choose people. Somebody's very influenced on lust. I don't know how else to say it. Somebody just cannot. Somebody's also having a hard time moving past something with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody may even have abandonment wounds. They're stuck with the Chariot in reverse. Somebody also could have ghosted somebody. Somebody also could be trying to break up with somebody, move out, move away, or somebody's in an unhappy home. Something about somebody's home life could be chaotic, unstable. Maybe it's who they live with or who they're around. Somebody has also outgrown a relationship, or that they've outgrown certain people. What's confessions, unveiling, coming clean, messages? Yeah, Ace of Cups. Two of Wands in reverse, Six of Pentacles. Somebody could be breadcrumbing somebody, stringing them along. Somebody could be juggling connections, living a double life. So I don't know. Ace of Cups here is like potential. Somebody could be finding out that somebody is dating or starting something new with another person. Here, rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Yeah, the Fool in reverse. For some of you guys, there could have been a situation where you or somebody wanted to start something new with you, but maybe somebody was afraid because somebody didn't get past something. They couldn't get over something. Somebody had a hard time starting something new. Somebody was afraid to take a risk. They were afraid to make a move. Somebody could be born March 10th, March 1st. Somebody has an irrational fear of repeating a past lesson or going through the same thing, but somebody really has feelings for a person. Past life. Yeah, Three of Swords. I'm gonna leave. Yeah, Saturn and Lee. I feel like the only reason why somebody has bad it's the person's decisions and choices. Somebody got to take accountability for that. Accountability is needed. Saturn and Libra, like whatever lessons and pain somebody has gone through in love, they got to take accountability for the fact that, number one, they're very lust driven. You know, like something was basically just sex or, you know, whatever. Yeah, Three of Swords. Somebody here still needs to heal, I guess. This could be blocked communication, a trouble with expression, pain, grief that somebody here needs to heal or is healing. What's Confessions? Three of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody not learning from their past mistakes. It's like somebody keeps, they'll date new people, they'll deal with new people, but the outcome is the same. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, Knight of Wands, Page of Cups. It's like somebody keeps doing the same shit. Somebody does the same thing. It's insanity. Somebody could be a November Sag, November Scorpio, Page of Cups. Somebody's very gullible, naive. There's a negative pattern on repeat regarding somebody's love life. It's their choices. Somebody here is sleeping with somebody could be sleeping with somebody that they should not be sleeping with. Okay. It don't have to be a co-worker or a friend or whatever like that. Somebody is sleeping with somebody that's not good for them, that they have no business dealing with. Somebody also doesn't make good choices in love or good choices in life, especially in love. They don't make good choices here. That's why somebody keeps going through the same thing over and over. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Knight of Wands, Page of Cups. It's rejection here. Three of Pentacles in reverse, not learning from past mistakes. And, you know, this could be a person who thinks that, oh, I'm going to just go towards someone new. Like somebody here could think new is better, but it never turns out that way because it's not about it being a new person or old person. It's them. Like, oh. What's rejection? Yeah, the Death card. Somebody's afraid to change. Scorpio energy. Somebody's so afraid of rejection. They're so afraid of trying or doing something new. It's because somebody's scared. I don't know. This ain't your problem. Like I saw Capricorn and Capricorn's reading. Behind somebody's ego and all that bravado and conceitedness, y'all could be dealing with a Capricorn. You can have Capricorn in your chart. Maybe you're on the cusp, whatever. Somebody's very hurt, fractured, and scared inside. They just hide it behind being non-committal. They hide it behind, they choose shitty partners. They'll have somebody who genuinely loves them and cares about them, and they'll shit on that person, but they'll chase down, or they'll be open and receptive to a person who's no good for them, and then cry later about being hurt. Like, it don't make no sense. Ace of Wands. Judgment in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse. Somebody keeps repeating the Judgment in reverse is repeating a karmic lesson. And the Two of Swords here, Moon and Libra, somebody's refusing to see this. They don't want to see it. Somebody doesn't want to believe that they're the reason why they keep repeating certain lessons and patterns. It's a pattern. Somebody does not have good pattern recognition. I always stress, learn pattern recognition. It will save your life. It will prevent you from going through things that you don't have to go through over and over and over again, or even the first time. What's the Two of Swords, Judgment in reverse? Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe somebody keeps dealing with somebody from their past. They may have history with this person. Somebody's judgment gets clouded. If a person looks good on paper, it's like, oh, okay, they look good. They got their own job. They got a job. They got their own place. They got a car. They wear name brand stuff. They're fly like me. Aesthetically and on paper, it looks good. But then they don't look at other things that are important, like a person's character. A person's past does matter. It matters what they've done, why they've done it, and what they're doing to not repeat it. So the past is a compass in a sense. So I feel like somebody something looks good on paper. That's what somebody goes for. Somebody could be born July 22nd. What's the 10 of Pentacles? Yeah, King of Wands. Or somebody also could think, well, I look good, I'm in shape, I'm fly, I dress nice, I have this, I have that. So I know I'm not the problem. What the fuck does what you have on paper and how you look, man or woman, have to do with your ability? What does that have to do with your relational skills? If you don't have any, or the only relational skills you have is the only one long-term relationship you've been in. August 25th could be significant too. Like, come on. Cancer energy also. Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, July, Leo, King of Wands. Yeah, 4 swords here. Somebody's just not woke. You could be having dreams about somebody, or they're having dreams about you. Somebody also could be infiltrating your energy in your dream state, like trying to have sex with you in your dreams and shit like that. Be careful. Jupiter and Libra. I just feel like somebody here is asleep. Somebody got abandonment issues. They don't know how to move forward. They're lost. They don't have no sense of direction. This person needs to go find themselves. With the Hermit, they need to go within. Or this is you. Somebody here needs to go within to find themselves. Somebody has a lot of anxiety. They overthink things. They overthink the wrong things and bypass and dismiss the other stuff that's important. Like, it's ridiculous. 3 of Swords. 6 of Cups in reverse. Somebody here has not really grown up. Somebody can have a rose-tinted view of the past with the particular person, or Scorpio sun here, heavy Scorpio energy. A lot of confusion, uncertainty. Somebody always thinks the grass is greener. Somebody always thinks new means good, and they just keep going through the same shit with new people. Or somebody keeps dealing with somebody from their past. Y'all pick and choose who, which one that fits for you or your story. 6 of Cups in reverse. Somebody can't move forward. It could be something that happened to a person in their childhood. Somebody has a hard time moving, or this could be a past life thing. The Judgment in reverse too, that could be past life. Somebody failed a test in a past life, and they were supposed to come back in this lifetime to make up for it and do better, and they didn't do that, or they're not doing it. 6 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the Lovers in reverse. Somebody just keeps doing the same shit they've done in the past life, whatever. Lovers here in reverse. Gemini energy. You or somebody can have Gemini in their chart. Gemini is your sister sign, Sag. So, King of Wands, Knight of Wands, Sag energy, Scorpio as well. Again, November Sag, November Scorpio. Somebody's just gullible, naive. Somebody wants to see the best in everybody, but it's very superficial based. It's like, oh, I'm going to see the best in this person because they so sexy, they so fine. Even though the red flags are there, they'll bypass it if they're super attracted to somebody. Or somebody has a nice job, they make good money, they dress a certain way, they look a certain way, they have certain things. They'll bypass a lot for people like that. Or the sex is so good, they'll bypass shit. Lovers in reverse. Poor decision making. Somebody that makes decisions in love that don't align with their morals or values. They don't choose partners who they're compatible with. Somebody also has major trust issues. That's why they're so fucking flighty. They're so restless. Somebody can even combat with things regarding their sexuality as well. Knight of Wands. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Somebody here moves really fast. There could be an unexpected or unplanned pregnancy here. Or somebody here got mommy issues. Man or woman, they don't really know their worth. Somebody's worth is in their looks and in their penis or vagina, and that's it. That's why that's why they get stuck in situations. And yeah, somebody's just stuck. They don't be knowing what the hell to do. Knight of Swords here. Gemini, Taurus. Somebody could be born in May or on the Gemini, Taurus cusp. Yeah, somebody here takes bad risk in love. That they're very reactive. Very reactive. Knight of Swords. Yeah, Devil in reverse. Somebody also could be trying to break free. So, yeah, there could be a connection, an energetic cord that's being severed between you and somebody. And this could be something past life or in the past in general. Devil here, Capricorn energy. If it's not about if it's not about like this lifetime, like in the past, in this one, it could be something like past life. If y'all don't know what that is, look up past life connections, past life soulmates, things like that, okay? Somebody could be born October 25th. Hi, I am shown okay, hi. Hello, what's Ace of Cups? Yeah, Seven of Swords. Somebody always trying to take the shortcuts when it comes to love. Somebody's also very avoidant. They suppress their feelings, but yet they're longing for somebody or whatever. Somebody just constantly longing for something. They need to go find themselves. Moon in Aquarius here. Yeah, somebody's upbringing could have been chaotic. They could have saw their parents fight and argue a lot. Somebody could be born October 27th. Ten of Cups here, Mars and Pisces. Somebody here could have witnessed a lot of dysfunction growing up. Whether it's a parent, or, you know, somebody wasn't, their upbringing wasn't really the best. Or this could even be a broken family dynamic. Somebody here can have up to multiple baby mothers or baby fathers here for some of you. Maybe somebody's father could have had, somebody could have witnessed or, you know, knew that their father fathered multiple kids, but they wasn't really around for them. Like, you know, things like that. Somebody here also can have siblings from all over the place that they're trying to get to know or find out. Somebody here could be biracial for some of y'all, or somebody has like family or siblings all over the place because their father or mother was busy. And I feel like somebody here could have inherited some of those poor traits. Or somebody saw their parents fighting. They end up dating people who mimic their mother or father or both or whatever, or they do. Seven of Swords. What's the Seven of Swords? Yeah, Three of Cups. Y'all could be seeing 333. There could be a friend. Somebody has a crush or they're in love with their friend, but somebody's not following their heart. Knight of Cups in reverse. Somebody doesn't want to expose themselves. They don't want to speak how a person, they don't want to tell a person how they feel, so they're going to keep it to themselves. And that's going to be a missed opportunity for somebody. For some of y'all, somebody doesn't want to take a risk, so something's going to be over. Somebody's going to have to just long for somebody or be obsessed and infatuated forever or for a long time. It don't matter if somebody's dating other people, if they're sleeping with other people, they're not going to do it for this person, or they're not going to do it for you. Three of Cups here, Mercury. Somebody here avoids expressing how they really feel. Somebody needs to go to counseling or therapy, honestly. Seriously. Somebody has attachment issues. They don't like to get too attached. They got vulnerability, possibly even sexuality or identity issues as well. It's a lot. Three of Cups. Yeah, Nine of Swords in reverse, but what's the Three of Cups? Somebody will feel better if they express and open up about something. That could be what that Nine of Swords in reverse was about. Mars and Gemini. Somebody will feel a lot better if they just came clean and expressed how they felt, good or bad. Three of Cups. Yeah, but somebody got too much pride and ego. Six of Wands here, Jupiter and Leo here. Yeah, it's sad. A connection will never get off the ground. Something had a lot of potential, but I feel like somebody could want somebody to chase them. It's like, especially if this is a man, it's like, that's your job. Men need, you know, that's a man's job to go hunt and pursue and shit like that. It's a woman's job to make themselves, I guess, receptive and to let a man know, like, hey, I'm interested. And women do that in really subtle ways. Some women are more direct than others, but I feel like I feel like this King of Wands man, this King of Wands' job to go. Somebody here needs to just say how they feel. Honestly, somebody's keeping something to themselves. It's just, somebody could be faking their happiness with all these other options, all these other people, or this other person. Somebody's only doing themselves a disservice. It's self-sabotage at this point. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Somebody's mentally overwhelmed. There's silence. There's, again, that could be self-sabotage. Jupiter and Gemini. If you know, somebody, the lesson here, somebody, you know, it's like somebody's lesson is to speak up and be more direct and just be more honest, and they're not doing it. So I don't know if this is you or cross-watcher, but somebody here needs to speak up, or something is just never going to happen. There needs to be an equal give and take here. Hey, the White Jackson. What's Eight of Swords? Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. Somebody just keeps their feelings in. Oh my God. Somebody does not want to be honest about something. They don't want to speak it. Somebody could be trying to avoid a tower, a disaster. It's like, oh my God, I don't want to look bad. Or what if this person rejects me? And somebody's fear could even be irrational. Somebody here could be worried. They're scared about, okay, if we're, say this is like a friend. It's like, okay, if it doesn't work out, are we still going to be friends? Like, are we still going to be able to be cool? It's like, or am I going to recover from this? I don't know. Somebody here needs to deal with some past stuff first that they're still harboring emotionally and psychologically, because it's causing them to connect with people that don't really resonate with them, that are out of alignment with them, and it's causing them to basically miss an opportunity elsewhere. Like somebody here is taking risks with the wrong people. They're not taking the risk with the right person. Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, June Cancer. Somebody also could be used to having women. If this is a man, this man is used to having women chase him. He's not really used to pursuing women, or he's used to women just being all over him. And that's just not going to work with someone who, that's not going to work with every woman. Like, people got to understand what works with one person, or something can work with 10 people. If that 11th person is different, you got to change some shit up. Something can work with 50 people. If the 51st person, that shit, you're not getting the results you want, you got to change it. You got to fucking change it. Switch it the fuck up. Like, what the hell? Anyway, somebody here likes to play victim a lot. Somebody's repressing their feelings. Anyways, Four of Pentacles upright, Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody may say something when they're drunk, I guess. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, the Strength in reverse, and the Ten of Cups upright. Somebody could be getting bad advice from a family member, man or woman. Or the way, I don't know, the way somebody's mother has modeled like love and care and nurture is why somebody is so distorted. Somebody could be born November 27th. Like, somebody has a mother wound here. Somebody's mother could have been more focused on looks, finances, bills, surviving than they were about love, care, connection. And that could be why you know, whatever. I don't want to go too deep into that. Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody's mother could also be very dear. The Emperor here, Aries energy. Somebody's mother or father could have been really dominating, really domineering, really abusive, really aggressive. So anybody that's the opposite of that, that's calm, sweet, you know, grounded, they're going to find that to be boring. Man or woman, Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the star here in the challenging position. Aquarius energy. That's vulnerability. That's originality. That's like bearing everything. I feel like somebody's not going to be able to hold this in much longer. Somebody's not going to be able to hold something in for much longer. They're not going to be able to front, mask. The Seven of Swords could be somebody here avoiding how they feel, masking something, hiding it, concealing it. Because the Seven of Swords in reverse is a confession. It's someone's consciousness kicking in, and then they're going to, they express, or they're going to, but I feel like somebody rather just find people to kind of just distract them or whatever. I don't know. You or somebody can have Aquarius in their chart. Somebody also can have commitment issues. Star here. Yeah, Page of Swords. Somebody's just going to watch them. I feel like at some point maybe somebody is going to say something. Somebody may even try to speak through other people or get other... Somebody could be using people to like mutual friends or family or whatever to get information about a person. It's like, see how Sag or see how Crosswatcher feels about me before. Like somebody here wants to get, like somebody wants to know how a person feels, and I guess temperature check before they actually go and say something. Somebody's really afraid of rejection, like really bad. Somebody wants to, I don't know what this, somebody wants to avoid it. Somebody could even want to apologize. You guys may have a child with this person. The Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. Or this could just be somebody that's very immature. They don't know how to express themselves. They have a hard, maybe somebody's super shy, or they just have a hard time expressing themselves. But that's not going to work. It's just not going to, it's not going to work. So I guess somebody's going to just be watching somebody. I guess. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Time waits for no man or woman. So people got to stop thinking that they have all the time in the world. And no, you don't. You don't have all the time in the world with people, your kids, with nothing. People got to stop taking advantage of time. People take advantage of time. Somebody's taking advantage of time. Somebody thinks they got all the time in the world. That's not how that works. And even if you do, somebody here taking that, people take their time to come back around. They take their time. People even take their time with their kids and then wonder why their kids react to them a certain way, or standoffish to them, or a little like apprehensive, or just, don't really lock in with them the way they wanted to. Like, it's like you got to be present. You got to put an effort. People, people just want people to just basically be all over them and validate them without them putting in no effort. It don't work that way. You have to put in effort. Unless you're dealing with people that... And the only people that are okay with being all over you without effort are usually the people that you don't even fucking want. So I guess keep dealing with people that you don't fucking want, I guess. Or be mad when you get older and your kids don't really give a fuck about you like that, I guess. People, people, they don't think about how their choices and decisions influence the future. Everything for people is in the right now. Nobody plans ahead. People just think about what soothes their ego, what feels good right now. They don't think how they're basically... After a while, you can't even... Certain things can't even be repaired after a while when you wait too fucking long. Especially if you're the one that caused the damage, you're the one that ran away, or you turned your back on somebody, or you messed up something, you cheated on somebody, you broke somebody, you hurt somebody, you stole from somebody, you did whatever, and you're waiting for that other person to come and kiss your ass? You're waiting for that person to come and give you a signal? Bitch, are you insane? And bitch is gender neutral for me. That could be man or woman. It's like, are y'all... Like, people are crazy and very entitled. People are entitled. People are entitled. People are entitled. Delusional and entitled. And they be the first ones angry, upset, sad, playing victim when a person moves on, or the kids don't want to deal with them or don't really care about them, or when people don't want to be bothered no more. They don't want them around no more. It's just like you cannot take, you can't, listen, everybody got free will. And that means everybody, you yourself and the other people that you hurt have free will. So people can do whatever the hell they want to do. They can take their time. They can whatever. But so does everybody else. And people have to understand that. Just like you got free will, this other person has free will. Fool in reverse. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Somebody doesn't have no inner authority when it comes to taking action, consistency. Somebody could even be a deadbeat with the Emperor in reverse. Or they got daddy issues too, mommy and daddy issues, or either or both. Take it how it resonates. Jupiter and Capricorn. Somebody here goes back and forth with themselves. Somebody here needs to change. There could be child neglect, or this person experienced some type of neglect, and somebody got really bad abandonment wounds. Somebody could have been left alone too much or too long growing up. They had to grow up really fast. And when kids are forced to grow up really fast, it's like when they become adults, it's like they regress. They become more immature. They become more immature as they age. Or people that were coddled too much, they don't want to grow up. They're entitled. And if a person was coddled and had to grow up fast, oh my God, oof, the worst. Two of Pentacles. There could be an abuse of power too with that Emperor here in reverse. What's the Two of Pentacles? Yeah, the King of Pentacles. Maybe somebody's like, okay, I got to get my finances together. I got to be perfect. It's ego. And if this is about kids don't give a fuck about what you got on or what you dress or what you look like or how much money you have or make. They care about your presence. They care about you fucking being there. They care about you showing up consistently. They care about you being reliable. They don't want to have to look or guess if you're going to be around or not. That's what they care about. If this is about love, yes, it's important to have your finances together, but you still have to maintain a connection. You can't put somebody on the shelf and say, okay, be right back. I'm going to go get my life together. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to communicate with you. I'm not going to check in with you. I'm not going to build a rapport with you. I'm just going to assume that because you like me and I like you, or we have chemistry, that I'm going to put you on the shelf and I'm going to figure some things out. And then when I come back, you better be right there still, or I hope you're right there. It don't work that way. Even if, and it doesn't have to, maybe somebody has good intentions, but you still have to build a rapport. You still have to be consistent. You can't be in and out and blame it on whatever you blaming it on. There needs to be consistency. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is having a blessed day. Thank you, Kat. I hope you are too. Happy Friday. You were spot on. Yep. Somebody also, again, somebody feels this way or they go about things this way, especially if somebody here is very money focused or material focused. Somebody could have grown up to believe that money equated to power, or maybe somebody saw their parents struggle, or maybe somebody, somebody's mother, father, whoever was their dominant parent, cared more about how things look, bills, surviving, rather than connection. And when you have a parent that's in survival mode, you end up being raised on survival, not love and connection. It is what it is. Unless that parent knows or knew how to balance both, and that's why they say, two-parent household is ideal. But there's some people that have two parents in the household and all the parents do is fight. They fight, make up, break up, and that could be toxic too. So, and that can still make a person raised on survival as well. There needs to be peace, balance, harmony, stability. And stability is not just about money. That's important, but those are things money comes and goes, money fluctuates. Somebody here can have a fear that they're going to be abandoned or not wanted because they don't have certain things. They don't look a certain way, I guess. Now, it's one thing if you're not able to be a capable adult at the moment, like you don't have your own place, you don't have a job, you can't take care of yourself, you can't fund yourself. That's different. But make sure you tell people that. You still got to communicate that. You can, maybe y'all can still, keep in touch and be friends, and who knows what the future holds. But you cannot put people on the shelf or the back burner and just expect to pick them up later. It doesn't work that way. King of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. Somebody may say, oh, once I get myself together, I'll come back, I'll text, I'll call, I'll email, I'll send a SOS. Mercury and Sag here with the Eight of Wands. Expect to hear from somebody, I guess, soon. It can go either way, though. Somebody here is very in and out of a person's life. Or something about a person. Yeah, it's just the Fool in reverse is a fool. Somebody also thinks that as long as they have money, as long as they dress nice, as long as they have things, that people will love them. And that's not that either. That's how if you lead with money, you're gonna end up in transactional situations. You gotta lead with connection. You gotta lead with what you're trying to build with. You lead with money when you're trying to fucking close a business deal or get a job, things like that. But when it comes to love, again, it's important to be a capable adult and be a stable adult. But you cannot, leading with money when it comes to love is only going to get you people it's going to get you transactions. It's going to be very transactional with those connections. They're not going to be solid. That's why people be confused, like, oh my God, well, I look good, I got my own place, I got a car, I'm fly, I got a nice body. Well, how come I can't find nobody? Because there's other things that are important. Those are things on everybody should be a capable adult. And if you're not a capable adult yet and you're trying to get your shit together, then I'm not going to say you don't deserve love, but maybe that, getting yourself together should be your first priority. If love comes as you're getting yourself together, great. But your first priority should be getting your health and your finances together. You want to be able to participate. You want to be able to be stable, because when people are not stable, they can't be consistent. Men or women, really. Or even if it's a woman, then if you're a man, it's like you're gonna end up becoming a father instead of a partner to a grown woman. They're gonna become more like your daughter. And if you're a woman, that person gonna become more like your son. What's the Death card? But Death, yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Somebody could be trying to get themselves together financially. There could even be some travel here, forward movement, communication. Some of you guys haven't heard from somebody. Maybe after a person moves or they get away from a certain person, then they'll be able, maybe somebody has to reset first. I don't know. Somebody's life, their lifestyle, or their living situation could have been really chaotic. Somebody could have even lost a home. Somebody could be really going through a really vulnerable time right now. They could be feeling really weak, vulnerable, inadequate. They feel like they don't have much to offer. Yeah, Virgo here with the Hermit. Maybe somebody could be in a very abusive relationship. Like, they could be like DV here. These people, I'm seeing two people here, like they fight, they fuck, they smoke weed together or do drugs or drink together, and then they fight. It's like something is just very unhealthy for somebody, their environment. And that could be why you haven't heard from someone. Maybe you didn't know that this person was going through all of this. Hey, Keisha French, or... So, Nine of Pentacles. But again, there's communication is needed. You can't go ghost and go silent and then pick up like where you left off. Just like, you got to communicate with people. That you got to keep some type of connection. Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Somebody could be going through a painful ending, and maybe they're trying to reset, like I said, or get their life together. Heavy emphasis on finances, stability, health, mental, financial, with physical. Gemini Sun here with the Ten of Swords. Somebody could have gone through it. Somebody could have went through a really painful ending or betrayal, and that could also be what's contributing to their trust issues. Because maybe somebody here really got betrayed. Somebody could also be finding out that somebody is dating their friend or dealing with their friend, or sneaking behind their back, dealing with a third party, man or woman. But yeah, Ten of Swords. Somebody could, yeah. Two of Wands came out in a challenging position, but I'm put it up right. Mars in Aries. I feel like somebody who sees a future. They want a connection. They want something to go or to develop, because the Two of Wands is a partnership developing. But somebody here is not. There's no footwork behind their words. It's like they're not doing. Some of you guys, this person is not doing anything, or some of you guys, you haven't even heard from this person. And unbeknownst to you, they feel like you guys have a future, but this person is dragging their fucking feet. Knight of Pentacles. The World card. Yeah, this person, child, somebody taking too long. Too long. Especially without no communication, no type of connection, no type of bonding. That's not enough. Feelings are not enough. Two of Wands. Feelings are only enough to people who are very childish and immature and date like they're in high school again. Grown adults who are people that are mature and they have really healthy relationship skills, they don't go off of just, they don't go based off of just feelings. They don't go off of just that. Two of Wands. Yeah, as somebody want the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody could want to start over. Somebody, they want this, but what are they doing about it? Somebody, you can't turn back time. Somebody got to get over that. Somebody got to get out of guilt. Somebody got to stop sitting around feeling sorry for themselves. There's an elephant in the room that needs to be addressed. A conversation needs to be had. So, but somebody's avoiding. Six of Swords. This could even be somebody that's like, okay, maybe if enough time passes, we can just move on and we can just forget that it happened. And that don't work for everybody. That only works if you're dealing with somebody that has the same avoidant issues as you do. That's not going to work for a person who has a healthy attachment style. People say they want a healthy person, they want peace, but they don't do the work to show up to meet whatever it is that they're desiring halfway. Oh, I want a man or a woman who's this, who's that. You got to do the work to be like that person. You got to be what you're asking for. That there's no such thing as saying you want somebody that's healthy and not toxic, but you have unhealthy and toxic ways. I want to deal with somebody who's mature, but you act immaturely. You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to express yourself. You don't know how to regulate your emotions. You're avoidant. You don't when there's a disagreement, you don't have any conflict resolution skills. You when you get triggered, you walk away or you shut down, you lash out, you whatever. You're nothing of what you're asking for. Start with yourself first. Please. And I don't care what, and it don't matter what you look like and what you have on paper. Especially if you keep going through that, having the same outcomes, there's clearly something about yourself that you need to change. It don't matter how good you look or what you have. Clearly something is not working for you and you should change it. I don't understand why that doesn't click for people. Oracle messages. Yeah, unawakened and feeling lost. Somebody's just unawakened. Somebody's just still asleep spiritually, honestly. Somebody's asleep. Somebody can't even see themselves clearly. Suppressing negative emotions. Yeah, it's just... Somebody can have mood swings. Somebody, they lack love and compassion. They have resentment. They're overly critical. They overly judgmental. They're quick to judge another person, but they lack awareness when it comes to themselves. Again, somebody here is like, well, I look good. I'm successful. I have a car. I have money. I dress like this. I look like this. I drive this. I live here. I can purchase this. But they can't figure out for the life of them why they keep having the same experiences with different people, the same people, whatever the hell. It's not, it can't be them because they look good and they have things. They're good on paper, so it cannot be them at all. And that's why some people that look good and they seem put together on paper, they're educated, or they got a nice job, they dress nice, they look good, whatever, fuck good, and you wonder why, like, damn, like, it's like you get to know them, it's like, you fucking suck. You suck. Money doesn't make up for character or personality. People can have money and their heart can still be closed off. They can still be mean. They can still, you know what I'm saying? What else? People can look good and still be insecure as hell and need a whole bunch of validation and attention from you, from social media, from strangers. It's like being with somebody like that is fucking draining. Overreacting. Yeah, somebody here could have overreacted. I feel like somebody here doesn't know their triggers, or they don't know what triggers them until they're in the moment and they've already overreacted by saying or doing something too impulsively or too reckless. Yeah, materialistic. Somebody here is materialistic. Somebody here could have written somebody off like, oh, they don't have enough. They don't dress like that, or they don't fit my aesthetic. Stupid shit. Unawakened and feeling lost. Unable to express yourself. Yeah, somebody don't know how to express themselves. They got low self-esteem. And this person is closed off from the truth. They fear commitment. They don't feel, not feeling good enough. They lack purpose or direction. And they're guarded because of past hurt. And they're unable to self-reflect. And that's why somebody could be scared of speaking. They don't know what the outcome is going to be. Suppressing negative emotions. Especially if they did something foul to you, or if you did something foul to somebody, I can see why you would feel this way. Lying and deceptive behavior. Yeah, somebody here is suppressing whatever the hell they're suppressing with that Seven of Swords. What's overreacting? And overly analytical. Somebody's in their head too much. And fear of speaking, fearful of the unknown, shyness and social anxiety. Too grown to be, you can't be using that shy shit forever. And maybe because I learned that, I'm fine with rejection, because when I was a trainer at Equinox, you get rejected a lot. For every 10 leads, every 12 leads you get as a trainer, you're only gonna get, like, you're lucky if you get 1 or 2 that will book with you or become a client. So, you know, you get used to hearing no, or there was even, you know, especially it was, you know, Equinox is an upscale place. There's times where when I was a floor trainer, before my business was at a point where I didn't have to hand out towels and stuff like that. When I was a floor trainer, I would offer towels. Oh, I don't want that. Get out my face. Like, you got to learn how to deal with rejection in life if you're going to get anywhere. In business, love, friendships, whatever. Like, people got to get better with rejection. Like, honestly. Like, people really got to get a better handle on that. It's not the end of the world if somebody doesn't want to be with you or if they reject you. There could be something in that you may need to learn about yourself or about people that can help you to get closer to the person that you are or will be with. But people don't be wanting to do that. People just, you know, I don't know. But this is your reading, Sag. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.